Just a little
Wow.
one there.
What's your year for import? 1980.
Hey everyone, and welcome to the EV Café Christmas edition. As always at the EV Cafe, we normally come together around a topic: charging, fleets, infrastructure. Nice to have you here, Sam. Policy, vans, trucks, different parts of the same ecosystem. But today, the topic is people. These bells are jingling, but it's so putting me off. So the topic is people, and these are the people across our sector who get things done, the ones making progress happen on the ground, and very often the ones who don't get the recognition they deserve. That's exactly what the 12 Crackers of Christmas is about today. And this year we're recognising 12 categories sponsored by the AA, Drax Electric Vehicles, EV Blocks and Amplify EV, with over 100 nominations right across the industry. So it's just, can you hear this?
Yes, that's why I keep laughing. It's wonderful.
So annoying.
I
think I'll have to take it off.
You should.
I must say it's been brilliant to see how many of you took the time to put someone forward. That stuff really matters. It's free, doesn't cost a lot. It's good for you, good for them. And as we go through the awards, I want to ask all of you that are tuned in today to please use the Q&A tab to share your reactions and, of course, your congratulations. And we'll come back to those messages towards the end and read some of them out. But before we get into it, as always, a big thank you to our EV Cafe Gold sponsors. They are Europcar, Iveco, the AA and Webfleet. And as always, you can find all of our partners on the evcafe.org website. Our partners' continued support allows us to run sessions like this and most importantly, keep the conversations moving across the industry. So without further ado, shall we get into it?
Yes,
Go on,
please.
then.
If we must.
Oh, I'm so glad to have these off my beard. Ringing in my ears. First up, I'm really pleased to hand over to Paul, who's going to take us through our first set of awards. These categories are proudly sponsored by the AA, an organisation that needs no introduction, but one that's doing a huge amount of work behind the scenes as transport continues to change. Paul will walk us through the three AA-sponsored categories. They are battery and resource innovation, technical and service bay, and well-being. So, Paul, over to you.
Well, thank you, Johnny Berry. What an exciting day this is. Now, so we would like, I don't know if somebody can do this for us, but to invite Kirsty Pendleton to come along and say a word about the wonderful aforementioned AA and why they are keen to sponsor, in particular, well-being, but also the technical and the battery sectors as well. Really fantastic that they chose to do that. Johnny, is that possible? Do we have Kirsty with us now?
We do.
You do.
She'll be with us at any moment now.
Any moment. Well,
The AA is always ahead. Is that why she's here?
always ahead. Always ahead.
One of the
And
first to join.
giving confidence to drivers today and in the future. And here she is, brave enough to come on camera, but despite feeling a little bit poorly.
Oh.
So after three, or okay, you've
We
had
already
your
did
R
it.
already. Look at that.
It's ahead with the R.
We're always ahead.
Technology nearly beat me there. Sorry, no, I've been a bit under the weather. My face is grey, so I'm compensating with
So, Kirsty, thank you. We are so thrilled. You are our longest standing partner. You've been a partner with us for, gosh, it's over 4 years now. So
You said oldest earlier. Oldest partner.
longest standing, most faithful partner ever. And it's been thrilling. But tell us, why are you supporting these Christmas crackers, and also a little bit about the wonderful things that the AA does for all of us people out here?
Crikey. Well, yeah. So the Christmas crackers is such a brilliant idea. There are so many hundreds and thousands of unsung heroes just beavering away, and we're really lucky we get out and about and we meet lots of them. So yeah, we've met so many new people this year. it's a great thing for us to be involved with as the AA, to recognise those efforts. So from an EV point of view, we at the AA are working hard on 3 different fronts. So firstly, making sure that the services that we offer can support our customers and their customers and drivers as a whole in the EV transition. So, it's no good being out there on the roads if there's no one to rescue if something goes wrong. And of course, people need the right training and they need the right, all those other ecosystem products and services. Secondly, we've got our own challenge. We've got a very large fleet that's at the moment still predominantly diesel, and we will have to not be diesel. So Duncan and the team working really hard and creatively with our own fleet. And because we're big, we are able to test and learn where others might not be. So sharing our successes and our not so much successes for others within the industry who might not have that luxury. And then thirdly, just being a voice out there, campaigning. Edmund, as we know, always campaigning and lobbying at the highest levels for the support that everybody needs from government and from others, and then helping to just reassure, to try to combat the negatives and point out the positives. So that's what we're doing. And then our specific awards, wellbeing. If I call out wellbeing particularly, it's so important for the industry. We know, as I said, we've got a large and diverse workforce at the AA, many of whom might not see another colleague. They're out on the roads, and they might not have a brilliant support network. So it's really important on those occasions for businesses to step in and for individuals to be there from a wellbeing point of view. So we're really excited to be sponsoring that one. Now I'll shut up. Thank you very much.
Beautifully said. Thank you.
Absolutely. We are truly, thrilled, blessed, and we just kind of love being around you guys as well, because you are, the test and learn bit should not be underestimated. Taking responsibility as a larger organization with a little bit more money than some around you. You are investing that money wisely and giving us all the insight. It's fantastic. So Kirsty, thank you very much, and thank you for being here but still a little bit unwell. Well done.
Bless you.
Right. So team, I need you to keep an eye on chat or anything comment wise, but we all first of all want to talk about the nominations. So who was nominated in the battery and resource innovation section? And we have 4 nominations from across the industry for this sector. And it was a gentleman by the name of Michael Kent, a guy that we all know called Dr. Ewan McTurk, another doctor, Isabel Sheldon, and James Duffy. So we do have a highly commended in this section, and that is Jamie Duffy, formerly of Tronius. But Jamie, you get a highly commended award for this. But drum roll, please.
Somehow.
Come on, drum roll. There we go. I knew you'd do it in the end. Drum roll for the winner being Michael Kent of Palmer Energy.
Oh, wow. Fantastic.
Well done, Michael Kent. And Michael, this was the nomination for Michael because we wanted to just let you know why. So Michael Kent is making a significant and timely contribution to battery and resource innovation at the moment when the sector needs it most. With a strong and respected track record across the energy industry, Mike has recently focused his expertise on the rapidly evolving world of battery solutions. He has championed the role of battery systems and ensuring that operations fully understand their benefits, or operators. Mike is driving meaningful progress in the sector. His influence, technical depth, and dedication to enabling smarter infrastructure make him an exceptional nominee for the Battery and Resource Innovation Award, and we agree. He is. Well done.
Well done,
Michael Kent. So that is our first event. Now we have the next sector it's not there. Gosh, I've got to scroll through.
It is hard.
It's not
Technical.
easy. It is technical. Yes. And oh lordy, this is going beautifully.
We make
there
it look
go.
so easy.
I know. So we have two nominees in this sector, and we have the wonderful and well-known Matt Cleveley, and the lesser well-known but still wonderful Peter Melville, or yes, Myville. Yes. Anyway, so the winner is. Did we get? I can't remember if we got a highly commended.
We
We
did.
have.
We did.
Rebecca,
We did have a highly.
Rebecca Denyer.
Oh, yeah, that was right. Sorry, I missed. She wasn't next to the people. And we also had Rebecca Denyer. This is seamless. Absolutely seamless, people. This is brilliant. Rebecca Denyer from Sebring Works also got, because she is working very hard in the background, supporting the industry as she is developing a vehicle as part of Sebring Works, but also supporting the repair network as well. And the winner is
I've got
Matt
drum roll.
Cleveley from
Oh, I was
Cleveley.
about to do my
EV.
terrible drum roll again.
Oh, well, yeah, no, I didn't bother waiting. So for those of you that don't know who Matt Cleveley is, Matt has grown from a small operation in Cheltenham, where he used to be able to sell electric vehicles and repair them, and to now being able to provide independent EV tech support nationwide. His commitment to quality and value made it possible to buy a used EV with confidence. He's also doing some incredible stuff around video production to help people deal with problems that are well known. He and his kids and his wife all often speak at different sessions, really sharing knowledge and insight time and time again to give freely, and rarely gets a moment in the limelight. So there you go, Matt Cleveley. It's all about you today, mate. Well done.
Fantastic.
And then finally, we've got the Wellbeing Award. Now, we had a good number of people in this sector. And so the nominations are Tony Jackson from Sine Wave, Liz Allen from Full Circle, Bridges Community Car Club, I think it is, Adrian Groves, Stuart Humphrey, Aidan Bartlett, the EV Café team. Look at that. We've got a nomination. Oh, that's very sweet. Clearly we won't win, but there we go. That's okay. Because we've got Sam Clark on the team. It always brings the level down. Anyway, so Belinda Guy, Liz Allen, Stuart Humphrey got another one, and Warren Phillips. So we do indeed have a highly commended in this section as well. And that highly commended is, no drum roll, Warren Phillips from EVA England. Warren, amazing stalwart of the industry, always warm and friendly, lovely to see him. But now let's have a proper drum roll for a real champion of well-being.
I'm going to break this chair. It's an antique.
Good. All right. Well, anyway, it was close. So the winner is, and very worthy winner he is too, Stuart Humphrey from Equinity. Stuart is amazing. We love Stuart. He comes and supports the industry with so much positivity. He has got a kind word for everybody. He sets an example by absolutely opening his own heart for other people to learn from. He's done things to support his son, even cutting his hair, just to kind of give his son some cheeriness in his life. He has been very open about the challenges that he's personally faced, and also how he overcomes those challenges. Stuart comes to every event and has huge energy and does his very best every single day. A true unsung hero. And we honor you and love you, Stuart Humphrey.
Yes.
Very, very well done. Big round of applause. And that, you'll all be pleased to know, is me finished, because I can't see.
Almost. There was one missing because we had so many people apply, which was absolutely fantastic. We ended up with 2 systems running concurrently, and we merged them all together, and a few fell out. So special mention under the category of battery and resource innovation to the wonderful Christian Boardman, who was on the list for his work in trying to stop electric vehicle fires before they even start. So nice shout out to him.
Thank you, Sarah.
Indeed. I apologise.
And congratulations again to all of those winners and highly commended.
And thank you,
Next up,
Kirsty,
I'm
for
handing over to
sponsoring that.
Father
And we
Christmas.
will let you go now.
Thank
So
you.
you
Thank
don't
you,
have
everybody.
to-
And have a lovely Christmas. And thanks for all you do. We love you.
We love
I
you.
love you
We
too.
love you
Thank you,
too.
Kirsty.
Johnny, before you move on, we do need to make the point that because our categories have been sponsored, we as the EV Cafe crew are in fact paying that forward to two chosen wonderful charities, one of which is the Samaritans. Surprising amount of people have used or needed or referred to the Samaritans, so a fantastic cause, especially at a hard time of year as this can be. And the second one, of course, is the NSPCC, who are aware that this is happening and they may well be watching. So, good language, please, in case any children are on the crew.
Thanks for
Love
doing
the fact,
that.
Ian Thompson, it's the award ceremony version of the hokey cokey. A few fell out.
I'll be coming today. Next up, I'm handing over to Sam. These next awards are sponsored by EV Blocks, who've been strong supporters of the initiative and of the wider EV ecosystem for some time now. Sam will be covering charging infrastructure, EV education and outreach, policy and regulatory. And there is also a special mention in here that we're really pleased to be making. So, Sam, over to you.
All right, thank you, Johnny. And speaking of levels, as Paul mentioned it, I'd like to thank him for setting the bar so very, very low that it can only be up from here.
Exactly.
Yeah, I feel better as well. Thanks, Paul.
It's a relief.
It was a
Absolute relief.
yeah.
Yeah, it can get no worse. So, right, moving on then. So, thank you, yes, as Johnny said, to EV Blocks, providing sustainable infrastructure for quick, simple EV charger installations with a future-proof design. Particular nod to our very good friend Trevor Palmer, the CEO of said business, who has been a fantastic supporter of us for some time. So, my group, as Johnny said, is charging infrastructure, EV education outreach, and policy and regulatory. The lists of shortlisted nominees are quite long. So I'm going to rattle through them, starting with the Charging Infrastructure Award. And the nominees were Nick Jarrell from Drax, Michael Nixon from Clenergy, Alex Gordon from Laduna, Mark Stubbs from GridServe, and Buckingham from Amplify EV, Tom Hurst from Fastned, Bob Murphy from Scottish Power, Liz Allen, Full Circle Continuous Improvement, Shane Rees from Chargy, Chris Attard from GridServe, Kevin Ledger from Drax, Joe Gorman from ChargePoint, and Kate Tyrrell from ChargeSafe. So a very long list of potential shortlisted nominees, and well done to everyone for being shortlisted at all. Our highly commended in this category has gone to Joe Gorman from ChargePoint. So congratulations to him. But our winner is an e-mobility. Do we have to do that? Because it was a car crash when Paul did it.
I'm sorry.
Fair point.
Yeah. I tried.
Right, I'll crack on. Right, so our winner is an e-mobility specialist with over a decade of experience in electric vehicles and charging infrastructure, fleet management, charger technology, charger installation and commissioning, charger network or operations, sales, data analysis, renewable education, and is well versed in grassroots engagement with both existing and emerging EV community, plus partnership working with LA and government bodies. In other words, he does an awful lot and is a very mild-mannered, quietly spoken Scottish man, and his name is Bob Murphy. So congratulations to Bob Murphy from Scottish Power, who many of you, I'm sure, have seen at various events over the last year. So it is a pleasure that, Bob, you got the nod and the vote for a winner in this particular category. So congratulations to you.
Now, Sam, before you move on, I'm doing my festive elf job of picking up the things that fell off the workshop table onto the workshop floor. And we have another nomination that came in for the wonderful Mark Rayner, who people know from Fuse, who are a CPMS provider. But his nomination was around the fact that he's done a lot for the industry and is always championing new tech. So moving on. Thank you ever so much.
Thank you, Sarah. It's worth pointing out that Sarah is the elf that's pushed all the things off the table, so she's now picking them up and putting them back on again.
Very true.
We won't go there. Let's not go there. Okay, the next one, EV education and outreach.
Ooh.
So I need to change tabs for that. Nearly read the same thing out twice. Now, there's another long list of nominees. So here we go. So nominees for this category are Stephen Traynor from ChargeSpace Scotland, Tia Capon from Europcar, Michelle Little from Full Circle, Joe Caesar, Everything Electric, Gary Comerford, EV Musings, Anne Snelston, Lead with Sustainability. I don't know why it says that. Russ Morgan from OMI, or Ohm, Ian Muller also, Liz Allen again, Belinda Guy from Belinda Automotive, Neil Swanson, EVA Scotland, Jess Shanahan from Jet Social, Liz Allen, I've said her already, and Claire Slaven. Now, there is, as Johnny mentioned, one other particular mention of someone that was shortlisted in this category, and that was someone that we all know very well and we've all worked with over the years, and that is Quentin Wilson, who sadly passed this year. But we wanted to make a special mention to him on the basis that it was very kind of one of our regulars to enter his name into the mix. He hasn't won because he's not an unsung hero. He is a sung hero and has done heroic things for many a year, showcasing the benefits of electric vehicles. So he doesnn't qualify for the award because he is very much a sung hero, and a hero he certainly is. So nevertheless, excuse me, clear my throat. We wanted to put a special mention out. Anyway, getting back to the matter in hand, EV education outreach, highly commended, is somebody else that we all know quite well within our little group, but perhaps not quite so much in the outside world, and that is Holly Baldwin from Greenfleet, who works tirelessly in the background, doing all things Greenfleet and Rally for many, many years. So well done to Holly. However, our winner with a quite high number of votes is a data journalist, a speaker, a content strategist, an award-winning founder of Charge Happy, sharing the most interesting places to charge across the UK, and a resident co-host during the National EV Week, and that is Jess Shanahan from Jet Social.
So
congratulations
well done,
to
Jess.
Jess.
Fabulous.
Yeah, much deserved, and a huge champion of mental health.
She's in the chat as well.
Is she?
Brilliant.
Oh, good.
Yes,
Well
good.
done.
Sarah, the house elf. Was there anything I missed off the table on that one, or can I continue?
No, you may go in your sleigh.
Excellent, boss. Thanks very much. Okay, good. Moving on swiftly then to the final one in my group, which is policy and regulation. Again, nominee list is a little bit shorter, but still quite vast. So we've got Vicky Edmonds, EVA England, Warren Phillips, EVA England, Gary Chater, Phoenix Contact, Liz Paley from Shoesmiths, Chris Pritchett from Shoesmiths, Vicky Edmondson, I think I've said that already, David Wong, SMMT, Matt Jackson for Scottish Futures Trust, and Kate Tyrrell, again, from ChargeSafe. So that is the list. And again, we have a high commended, and that is a lady from Welsh Government, Tracy Kearns. Nearly missed my spot there, but I found it. So Tracy Kearns, congratulations for being highly commended.
Well done, Tracy.
And the winner of this particular one brings her deep understanding of the EV landscape and EV policy, having been at the forefront of government net zero and transport policy for nearly 2 decades. This includes 3 years as the head of the Office for Low Emission Vehicles, which I think is OZEV now. And the winner is the CEO of EVA England, Vicky Edmonds. Congratulations.
What a legend, both of them. Wowzers.
Really worth pointing out that there was a lot of votes for Vicky, and we
yes.
sort of felt that she was pretty. She's she's a senior person, very well known in the industry, but sheer volume of people that just wanted to go yay Vicky
Yay,
was
Vicky.
Absolutely just, we couldn't ignore that. So well done, Vicky.
Brilliant. Thank you, Paul, for interrupting yet again. And I was going to say that, but there we are. Right, Sarah, the house elf. It is now over to you for the next group category. Sorry, Johnny, I think I may have stolen your thunder. I don't know whether you're going to do that introduction, will you?
Feel free to go to Johnny, because I need to open about 20 different tabs. So hang on. Yeah.
Go on, Johnny.
No, thank you, Sam. But yeah, again, some brilliant work being recognised there. So that's what it's all about. But yeah, you're right, Sam. We're handing over to Sarah now, who will take us through the next 3 awards, proudly sponsored by Drax Electric Vehicles, that are also a silver partner of ours. These categories really get to the heart of long-term change. So we have got electric fleet transition, renewable energy, and sustainability. Sarah, hopefully you've got your tabs open and you're ready to go.
Yes.
Over to you.
Yeah, I think I am. Thank you. Is there anybody from Drax who I'm supposed to be welcoming to the stage? Though I know Nick Gerald's name was mentioned earlier. We could always try and put him on the spot. But I can't see the chat, so somebody help me out. If there's anybody from Drax, put your hand up. Otherwise, I will be happy to give an intro to them.
Yeah, please raise your hand if you'd like to come on to the panel.
Drax in the house. If there's not, I shall begin to tell people about Drax. So Drax Electric Vehicles were sponsors of our National EV Week, and we had them on a couple of sessions, and they were just fantastic because what they're aiming to do is to decarbonise transport by helping to provide a full turnkey solution. So they'll come to your site, they'll work it all out, they'll almost prescribe you the matching hardware that they think that you need, and also the software too. So this is about making, oh look, we've got Lindsay Hetherington. This is about making your transition to electric, particularly fleet, more plausible. So Lindsay, we saw you at the Green Fleet Awards last week, looking incredible in your glittering black velvet gown with silver little diamonds all over it. If you could come on stage, I'd love to hear from you. Here she comes.
Sarah,
Welcome,
your memory for detail is quite remarkable.
Imagine how
it's
I
a
feel.
pleasure. Yes. There she is. Look, quick, put the hairband on. We've got, you're on mute, darling. We love you. Thank you for coming on. Thank you. So we'd love to hear, correct me where I was wrong, and also tell us, why did you want to be part of this amazing Christmas cracker scheme?
Oh, thank you so much. This was absolutely unexpected. Please ignore everything.
So
I haven't even got any makeup on.
You look
Just
amazing.
jump on if I had have known, but yeah, I thought I would just jump on and say thank you so much for mentioning us. And yeah, I think a lot of the people that work in our industry really kind of work under the radar a lot. I know a lot of our team do as well, and don't get enough kind of recognition. So yeah, I wanted to join and just give everybody a bit of a round of applause for what they're doing in the background. Mainly, we don't always shout about what we're doing on LinkedIn, and this is a good opportunity to share all of that great news and get a bit of spread a festive cheer.
Well, absolutely. You always do, Lindsay, spread cheer, and so do the whole team. Anyone that's had the pleasure of things like the EV rally, and you hosted us, you just raise the bar every single time. So please stay on camera and enjoy hearing this list, because don't forget, a proportion of everything that you've supported will of course go to Samaritans and the NSPCC. So the very first category I have got is electric fleet transition. Now, that was a really long list. So from the top, we had some familiar names coming up: Holly Baldwin from Green Fleet, Stuart Davis, Amplify EV, Kirsty Dawes, Dawson's Group Hire, fantastic team, and also Paul Wilkinson from Scottish Water, Colin Smith from Fuse, another mention for Fuse there, Toby Poston, BVR LA, Lorna McAteer from National Grid, Jonathan Jenkins from Motability Operations, Judy O'Keefe from OpenReach, and James Rooney from Network Rail. Now, the problem with this is obviously it's all by vote, but judging this category is so hard. Not least was it a massive category, but the whole point of this, as Lindsay said, is about really shining a light on some of those unsung heroes. So it's my pleasure to say that we had a close runner-up, which was... So the highly commended goes to Judy O'Keefe from OpenReach. Now, they were also part of the National EV Week, and I am completely astounded, and Paul will remember the stat better than me, the amount of electric vehicles they've got on the road and the crucial role that Judy has performed there. Tell us, Paul.
7,500 vehicles over.
Wow.
Absolutely incredible.
Yeah, really extending the sort of envelope in different types, and yeah, developing charging solutions, doing so much, but also keeping their fleet safe and very well managed.
Highly visible brand as well. It all helps in pushing the envelope on the fleet transition. But the winner was, ready for the slide, Kirsty Dawes from Dawson's Group. Well done, Kirsty. Now, this one was particularly outstanding. We were going through this last night and we managed to stay off the Baileys, so we really do mean these winners deserve these. Kirsty Dawes works under obviously a larger remit, larger team, but anybody who has seen their site knows that they incorporate renewable energy, slow charging, optimized charging, and also really try to encourage their clients to go EV first, even for those harder vehicles that you might not necessarily think were originally the low-hanging fruit. So fantastic work, Kirsty, and everyone at Dawson Group. And by the way, there's a podcast, I think, from Dawson Group out a week ago, 2 weeks ago, nodding away. Very, very good.
Yes, with Sarah Gray. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Thank you. So that's that one. And that was a really, really big one. So take a breath. So the next one I'm going to do is renewable energy. Now then, there's a couple of familiar names in here as well. So we had 4 people nominated for this one. So it was close. It was tight. Rachel Kingdom Saxby from AW Energy, Mark Potter from 3TI, Gareth Davis from Aquaterra, and Alorna McAteer made the list again from National Grid. So we did have a little discussion about this one, but I'm pleased to say that the highly commended does in fact go to Mark Potter from 3TI. Anybody that's visited any of their sites knows that their hubs are constructed of renewable materials. They come from shipping containers and they have slow AC charging at a very reasonable price for destination, long drip-free charge, and of course integrated solar the whole way. So really striking sites. Mark is a big part of the team, and obviously we've got Kate Tyrrell on here as well. So thank you ever so much for that. But the winner did go to, get ready for the slide, Gareth Davies from Aquaterra. Oh, we did feel, as we say, that Gareth did so deserve this award because he's one of those people who just really hones in on collaboration. He does not get sung loudly enough, so we wanted him to bring him into the limelight. Congratulations to you, Gareth. Thank you so much to whoever nominated him. Now then, moving on to my third and final one, that's sad, the Sustainability Award goes to... I only say it like that because we did only have one, albeit very deserving, nomination. Now, this person, I got to meet in person myself, and I have to say was a lot of fun at the Green Fleet Awards. This person attends all of our news episodes on a Friday and shares our posts and tries to grow that community. This person is so centered on reducing waste in the supply chain for fleets and has a very innovative solution. Please show the slide for our winner, who was James Hobson's Greenwash King.
That's the highly commended
Was
James. And then you may recall.
Oh, yeah, my nomination.
Yeah, you remember. Did I show you the slide to refresh your memory?
It happens.
And there was me thinking let's set the low point. Well, there we go.
Well, no, we're mounting up. We're going to end with the best, which is John Curtis doing it. But Anne Snelson, let it be known that we went through all of the nominations ourselves and last night said that you had to win this one because I've been on your course, Warren's been on your course, and anybody who goes on your course, and I'm making a public service announcement that anybody in senior leadership, anybody on a director's board must attend this course, because what Anne's course does is she frames the importance of carbon accounting, carbon literacy, understanding the why. Why are we doing this? What does it mean? How can we be impactful and make sure that we're all building a sustainable, renewable future? So Anne, bask in this glory. You deserve it. And thank you for being such a huge supporter of the EV Café community. And thank you, Lindsay. Any final words on your sector sponsor?
No, thank you so much. We're so excited to get involved with lots of events and things coming up in 2026. So you'll see a lot more from us then. Thank you.
Thank you,
Cheers,
Lindsay.
Lindsay.
Bye.
Thanks, Lindsay.
Thanks, Sarah. And congratulations again to all those recognised. Finally, best to last, I'm handing over to John.
Hard.
Yes.
Let's hope.
Literally the best.
He is the awards man anyway, after all.
Exactly.
He'll be taking us through our last set of awards, sponsored by Amplify EV. These categories reflect parts of the market that are absolutely critical, but often overlooked. They are retail sales, EV retail sales, rural and underserved areas, and of course, e-van and truck. I'm surprised Paul didn't done this one. John, over to you.
Thanks, mate. I'm hoping that Stuart Douglas is in the house and we might be able to promote him to come and tell us a little bit about Amplify EV.
He's coming
Stuart,
on.
great stuff. Chief Operating Officer at Amplify, a new name, but from the business called Sinewave, who've spent many, many years putting in charging infrastructure and have spun out this business, Amplify EV, with Stuart and Anne Buckingham, to do something a bit different. It's kind of a one-stop shop in charging. Everybody says they can, but these guys, they truly can, for depots, workplace charging. And Stuart Douglas is the best, is a statement from Kate Tyrrell. She ain't wrong, Stuart. Hello, mate. Now you're on mute, so take your microphone off mute and let's have a chat.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Got you, mate. Hello. And thank you for putting on your very best Christmas jumper.
Thank you. My only Christmas jumper.
That's what you say. That's what you say.
Exactly. Now, Stuart, I was doing a little bit of a disservice probably to you. Tell us a little bit about Amplify EV, what makes you different in the charging space, and why the 12 crackers of Christmas matters to you.
Thank you, John. I'm still out of breath. I just ran through the house trying to find my Christmas jumper. We had a really nice Amplify Christmas backdrop, and it was set up for Teams. And I realised at the last minute we were on Zoom. So, and thanks for the invite as well. I think this is fantastic. It's a really fun way actually to kind of wrap up the year. And I think we all go to the other awards events, and they're really formal. And you recognise the best networks and the best corporate entities, but actually the bit it's the bit that you're doing now is the kind of day-to-day hard work, the real work that goes on in the background. I think this is a fantastic way to recognise that. Thank you so much for the opportunity. I'll try not to bore you again because this is fun. So talking about what we do and everything else is probably going to be quite hard work for people, but we're essentially a turnkey service provider for people, private or public, EV charging, and that's all the way through from consultancy to product selection, grid connections, installation works, and then O&M and operational support afterwards. I think the bit that we're trying to do really differently is build everything around the grid. So we're part of Sinewave. Most people will be familiar with Sinewave, but an ICP. So we benefit from all of the expertise they've got in terms of HV, grid connections, substation builds, battery energy storage solutions, and then we wrap that EV proposition around them. And we're trying to do that in a really agnostic way, which we believe the market needs.
You're utterly brilliant, Stuart. Thank you so much for doing this. Right, shall we crack on, my friend?
Let's crack on.
Right. So first up, EV retail sales sponsored by Amplify EV, and the shortlisted nominations are Ben Travis from Lloyd Motor Group, Mike Seymour from True Charge, Richard Simons from RSEV, Michelle Breffett from Women Drive Electric, Belinda Guy from Belinda Automotive, Ash Two Mugs Bannister from Alphabet, Sarah MacArthur from E.ON, and George Thurman from Women Drive Electric. Quite a big group there and some real stars. Highly commended in this sector is old Two Mugs himself, Ashley Bannister, using your Sunday name of Alphabet. Now then, let's go on to the winner. The text of just one nomination, and this person got many, reads like this. This person has consistently gone above and beyond to champion the retail experience for EV customers, ensuring that every interaction is informed, supportive, and focused on building confidence in the transition to electric mobility. They're dedicated, they've helped bridge the gap between technology and customer understanding, making EV retail not just about vehicles, but about empowering people to embrace a sustainable future. And that's really, really close to my heart. This is all about people. So, should we get on with it?
Yeah.
The winner of this sector, EV retail sales, is Ben Travis from the Lloyd Motor Group. Well done, Ben. You really are outstanding. You pitch up at everything. You work hard. You're one of the kindest people in the industry and a very, very worthy winner of the EV retail sales Christmas cracker.
Lots of love in the chat for Ben. Lovely to see.
He's a great, great guy and super tash as well. Now then, the next category is rural and underserved areas. So this is really important to me. I spent a lot of time with the Scottish Government access to charging and EVs across the country, no matter how rural you are. So this really mattered to me. And the shortlisted nominations are Plug-in Suffolk team from Suffolk County Council, Fiona Conti and Ben Hawley from Highland Council, Gemma Robinson, also from Highland Council, Dave Pickles from Joro, and let's be honest, we all need pickles at Christmas, Alex Reed from Ecotech Evolution, and Richard Devitt from Zimble. Highly commended here was Dave Pickles of Joro. And that man, I've known him for 20 plus years, and he just batters on, keeps doing the things that other businesses say, do you know what, that's not profitable. I don't care. He gets there every single time and just gets stuff done. Brilliant. But the winner had multiple nominations, and one really stood out for me, and it said they've been instrumental in working with the Highlands and Islands in pushing forward their EV infrastructure implementation. Thanks to her, that's a clue, and her team, a lot of previously unsuitable or broken Charge Place Scotland chargers have now been removed or replaced with more robust units. Additionally, some of the remote islands now find themselves with a charging infrastructure. Absolutely vital, the work that this individual does, and I'm speaking like that because I can't find the slide, and the winner is
somebody's already got it in the chat, but anyway, there we go.
A personal friend and an absolute superstar. It's Gemma Robinson from Highlands and Islands, and she's
Really well
just
done.
I think it's a £300 million project over the next 20 years to put charging infrastructure into the Highlands and Islands of Scotland. And without her, it'd be really easy to forget that there's a lot of Scotland above Edinburgh and Glasgow. Well done. Superb job. Right. And finally, the final category, let me just get all my slides in place, is the one that Paul has the biggest interest in, because it is Evan and Sam using trucks.
Yeah. Fan fight.
Now then, you two behave yourself. The shortlisted nominations were Steve Warts from Economy Trucks, Matt Harries of Centrica, Jamie Fretwell, all 9'7" of him from Verizon, Josh Spencer of Ford and Slater, Sultana Rahman of Flexis, and Stephen Hards of the Road Haulage Association. Highly commended in this area was Steve Warts of Economy Trucks. And I tell you, Steve, you are the human being who gets up at 7 o'clock in the morning to tune in to the EV Café News on a Friday. You are the person who has been there, has been talking about electric trucks probably as long as we have. And you really make it interesting and informative. You are quite simply brilliant. So highly commended in this area. But the winner of this final category was a standout nomination this year. Even Sam said, absolutely. Working tirelessly, which is dangerous for trucks, let's be honest, tireless. He has helped multiple logistics organisations access their first and then subsequent e-trucks. With his patient and supportive approach to decarbonisation, he also inspires the next generation to deliver their best as an instructor with the RAF Air Training Corps. He was summed up by Sam. He said, he's just a hard-working, excellent, top bloke. And you can't ask for more than that. Ladies and gentlemen, the winner's Josh Spencer.
Well done, Josh. And John, do you remember when we recorded, Paul, recording the podcast, and he's that much of a nice guy that he would just stop recording because his family needed something, and I was just like, that's another level of
that
nice.
was so fun.
Yeah.
He was so gentle with the interruptions, which were regular from his son. And every night it'd be like, yes, no, I'm just a bit busy just at the moment. It was.
And what
so
did he give
lovely.
it? What did he hand to his son?
Oh,
a Lego truck.
Yeah.
So he's like, go and play with a Lego truck, son. It was fantastic.
2 minutes later, he came back.
Yeah.
Oh, can I have a different one?
So well done to John. Fantastic.
A bit like Stuart, he's a top bloke, cares about his family, works damned hard. Stuart, thank you so much for being here today. And congratulations to all of the winners. JB, have you got your baubles out? It's back to you.
Yeah.
Thanks, Stuart.
Bye,
Stuart.
Thank
Thank you so much, Stuart. Thanks, John. And that does bring us to the end of the awards themselves. So, and I honestly, I'm gobsmacked that we actually kept to time.
I know, right?
Bang on time. So, but now we'd love to hear from all of you that have joined this call this afternoon. If you haven't already, please head to the Q&A tab and share your congratulations to the winners, any shout outs you'd like to make that we've missed today, or to nominees, or any reflections you have on from today. And of course, JC and the wider team will help pull some of these through, and we'll read out as many as we can. I know the chat box has been quite lively today, so maybe we can have a little read through that as well.
We've actually
And
got some Q&A ones as well.
Should we bring on Kirsty Stewart and Lindsay for the final 15 minutes as well?
Yeah, if Lindsay's up for it, that was very kind. Thank you.
Yeah, and
that.
Trevor Palmer, I know you're there. You are welcome to join too, if you'd like. Not putting you on the spot or anything, but just give us a shout if you do.
Public service announcement to all involved who may remember a very hilarious episode once where our guest had an error behind them with a lot of washing on it. So if you are coming on screen, just be aware of the blur function. It's your friend.
Can I just make a point? There's a couple of questions or points in the Q&A, and Jess Shanahan makes a good point that Liz Allen was nominated in quite a number of categories, and so just wanted to say a well done to Liz. And an anonymous attendee.
Yeah, that's worth reading out, mate. Should we
go on?
An anonymous attendee.
Well, you go, John.
Asks the question. I'm going to, because it's my Q&A box, mate. It's my bloody Q&A box. Beat it. Now then, an anonymous attendee asks, "What awards would you give to each other?" Well, clearly Paul gets the interrupting sheep award.
You took over.
Oh,
that's
it's my Q&A box. Back in your box.
You've already interrupted him doing it.
The irony.
Yeah,
honestly.
Exactly.
So come on then. Awards. What would we give each other? Come on, Sarah. Dish out your awards.
Yeah, well, you are the host with the most. There's no denying that you would absolutely have to have that. I think Johnny the Beard Berry definitely wins for the most prim and preserved person. Paul Kirby, no knowledge rivaled on the van stuff, and seems to get a good gig every week. You were in with Kia this week. I was very, very envious. And Sam, I do think you do deserve. Did you see the comment about you going in the boxing ring? Perhaps that's your new career after the trucks. And me, of course, I get to
obviously. Well, Sam, what award would you give to Sarah? Let's go for that.
That is
God.
Let's ruin his Christmas.
No, it's easy. I'd already thought about it very hastily and came up to the conclusion the best dressed award I think needs to go to a certain Sloman, because she is always
thank you.
impeccably dressed and frankly got the best jumper on today. Sorry, Stuart, but I think that's pretty cool. So I'd say that. Paul, best sound technician award, I suppose, would be appropriate.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
Yeah, on the basis that you'd be the only nominee, so you'd have to win it. Otherwise, you'd come dead last. Johnny, best beard award, because he's the only one that's got
I gave
one.
him that already. Got to do a
Have
new
you?
one for Johnny.
Damn it.
Yeah.
I can't. Yeah. I don't
And
know.
John?
Best broken charger in the background award.
Tell you what, who we haven't heard from yet is Trevor.
Hello,
Trevor Palmer.
Yeah, Trevor.
Turn your microphone on, mate.
How
How are you, my friend?
Can you hear us?
Yeah.
Now.
Yeah. I've had
How's things?
terrible trouble lately with these things and technology. I'm like, I'll give up this Christmas. Just shut it all down.
You should join the EV Café.
Yes.
Yeah.
No qualifications required.
Yeah, no,
Trevor,
thanks for having us on. I think it's a great opportunity to sponsor, these awards and recognise people from the industry. We've got so much from it, so it's nice to give something back.
and you were the first one in the queue. I remember sending the email out to a lot of people saying, would you be interested? And literally by return, you were the first one in saying, yes, I want to be part of that. It matters to you, doesn't it? The people in the industry, you're very connected and you feel very warm towards it.
Yeah, it's given us so much. And yeah, we've met some great people along the way. And we're just, telling that story as we go around. And shameless plug, we've got a podcast coming out in January with the lovely Liz Allen in the new year. So more about our journey on there.
And EV Blocks, for those who don't know, what do you do?
We like to keep things really simple. So we make a universal precast concrete foundation for all types of chargers, AC and DC. Excavate your hole, drop our product in, and fit your DC charger or AC charger on top and start backfilling. So same day installations are possible with our product. So just like I say, we like to keep things really simple at EV Blocks.
There's nothing like having your hole excavated. Stuart Humphrey said, I'm very honoured to win the Wellbeing Award. There are so many people who need support, and the EV Cafe is the best community to support a funnest community.
Yeah.
Thank you for the inclusion and the warm hugs. Stuart, mate, if I could, I would. You'd have a massive hug. Mike Seymour, have you guys got any indication of any funner activities that the EV Cafe has lined up for 2026? Mr. Kirby, would you like to update us?
Well, I can certainly update you on that little fact. So what are we doing in 2026? Well, the first event currently is the commercial vehicle show on April the 21st to the 23rd. That is, we do have a partners day ahead of that, which some people might get invited to as well. Well, yeah, I mean, it's a difficult one, isn't it? Anyway, but that's happening. Then we've got the installer show in June, and we then have, it's all the way to Fleet Mobility Live in October. Although it's likely that we'll be at a couple of other events like Everything Electric and possibly a couple of other events through the year. But we will update you. But those are the funner ones that are in the diary. So make sure that you're there.
It's interesting. Simon Tucker speaks in the Q&A. He says, I've to give Anne Snelson an extra special shout out for personally, and this is what really matters about the EV Cafe community, for personally opening doors. He's made a career shift into the sector, and she's gone above and beyond in connecting me with some great people, events and information sources. It's a real debt that he feels he'll need to repay her. And we're all in that boat. We've all got somebody who is an unsung hero that we hold close to our hearts. I wonder, Kirsty, Stuart, Trevor, give us your own personal thoughts about somebody maybe in your team that you work with who you'd highlight for that special recognition. Let's start with Kirsty.
Well, I think everybody knows about there's an unsung hero in my team, and many of you will have met him or spoken to him with regard to events, and that's Clive, obviously, who just pedals along like the archetypal swan on the surface, and he does so much. But actually also shout out to Esther Jones. Again, lots of you will know Esther, but Esther looks after our CPO customers, and again, she just does such a phenomenal amount, and she is incredibly, when we're talking about well-being, she's somebody who just exudes that AA warmth, and so does Clive, actually. Really, really lucky, but yeah, fantastic team of people.
We are blessed to work with all of them, and you. Thank you, Kirsty. Stuart, me old fruit, you had a couple of nominations actually in the competition themselves. Who would you say is a standout person, an unsung hero in your team?
I did. So I need to mention Stuart Davis, the nomination that I made. Stuart travels all over the country and supports local authorities. But I also have to mention Scott Johnson. So I did what any good ops lead would do when I started this job, and I hired an ops director that was much better than me at operations. And Scott is running around doing absolutely everything, whether it's commercial, operational, sales, everything in the background. And I think people won't see that or understand that. So Stuart was nominated, but my personal sort of thank you goes into Scott Johnson because he's done so much for us over the past 6 months.
Brilliant. Thank you. And Trevor, what about you, mate?
I think that would have to be Lynn. So she works in our office. She doesn't have a social media presence as such, but she's generally the lady you will speak to on the telephone when you're placing an order or something's gone awry, and she's sort that out for you. And she goes over and above week after week. She is truly one of our special members of staff.
We got lots of special members of staff. Some of them are very special. Trevor, bless you. Stuart, thank you. And Kirsty, superb. Thank you to have you here, even though you're feeling a bit rough. I think it would be incumbent upon us to thank a couple of people from our end. One is Helen Parker, who has organised so much over the last couple of years. We're still a shambles, but she does her best. And the other person is Joe. Who is our Joe Bamber, our production guy. He's our source of technical expertise, and he just gets stuff done. Love them both, and yeah, without them, we'd be sunk. JB,
Oh, John. Sorry, Johnny. I was just going to say, I think Helen is also an unsung hero because she is indeed married to Richard Parker.
fair point.
Well,
Yeah,
that brings us to the end of our EV Café Christmas edition and our 12 crackers of Christmas. And so I just want to say huge congratulations to all of today's winners and those who were highly commended. And just as importantly, to everyone who was nominated. Being recognised by your peers really does matter. So that should go some way as well. So thanks for taking the time out to do it. Thank you again to our category sponsors, the AA, the Drax Electric Vehicles, EV Blocks and Amplify EV. So Stuart and Trevor and Lindsay. I don't know where Lindsay's gone. So yeah, and of course our EV Café Gold sponsors, Europe Car, Iveco, the AA again, and Webfleet for their continued support. Again, thank you to everyone who took the time to nominate, vote, join the session, chip in the chat, and share messages in the Q&A. It's been great to see so much positivity across the sector, especially at some challenging times in this industry. Our next EV Café webinar is next year, and will be on the 21st of January 2026. God, 6 years of EV Café with you guys.
Oh, no. Sorry, Johnny.
Oh, dear.
Details coming soon. Until then, have a great Christmas, and we'll see you in the new year.
Friday, 10 o'clock for the news.
Oh, and that as well.